Perfect. 2.5 minutes. Let's do this.
Yeah, 2.5 minutes. I think, I don't know, you can check on your end, Kyle, but I think we're live. I think we are live on YouTube with 2.5 minutes to go inside Xbox, the Xbox Series X gameplay reveal today. I'm really excited for this. I'm actually going to mute my phone.
First, I should do that. I don't want anyone bothering me during this.
Nope, Jessica's at work. Jessica's at work, and I think she's actually going to be watching us. I don't need her text messages going off while we're doing this.
I mean, somebody's going to bother me while we're doing this, for sure.
A kid's head's going to pop up sooner or later.
Yeah, someone's going to come up and
so apologies for any, I guess, interruptions that Kyle has on his end.
Any little kids that come up behind me. I'm on push to talk, so you shouldn't hear him too much, Leslie. This is the first chance we get to see next generation gameplay, though, man. This is really big, big for the gaming world right now.
It's exciting, and I'm glad that we get to do something like this because I've been starved for new things. Like, obviously, we've been neck deep in Animal Crossing New Horizons, Final Fantasy VII Remake. We just had Streets of Rage 4. Kyle, I know you're close to finishing that soon. But there hasn't been a lot of new things for us to grasp to lately, obviously with COVID-19 and that kind of stuff, people working from home. So it's finally exciting getting to see these events again, whether they be digital or not. But, you know, we finally get to see supposedly Assassin's Creed Valhalla gameplay today. Apparently there's going to be a new IP from somebody today. I didn't look too far into things because I wanted to be as surprised as possible.
I'd be surprised if there wasn't a couple of different new IPs from some people today, though.
Yeah, the only thing I know for sure is that we're not going to see anything first-party from Microsoft. Everything is going to be third-party today, from what I understand.
Which I think is kind of an interesting tactic.
Yeah.
But still, I think I think it's cool because that keeps their cards close to their chest, and it gives us a lot more to look forward to as the Series X gets closer to release this holiday season, you know what I mean?
Well, Microsoft just actually said yesterday, I don't know if you saw this, but every month going forward, they're calling it Xbox 2020, like 20-20. So every month they're going to do something like this leading up to the Series X launch this November, where they showcase new titles, new announcements, new features about the Xbox Series X. And, you know, I am getting a PS5. I am getting an Xbox Series X. We have 10 seconds to go. I'm really excited about this. So I don't play favoritism, and I just enjoy things like this. But supposedly July is when we're going to see first-party stuff. So we'll have to wait and see. I wonder what they're going to kick off with. Let's boost the volume on this now that it's finally going here.
Hey everyone, this is Aaron Greenberg.
This at-home stuff is great.
I'm excited to be coming to you here live from my kitchen.
Live from my kitchen.
The fastest, most powerful fridge. We're moments away from a huge.
I like that they're actually taking that meme though with the Xbox Series X as a fridge.
Oh
yeah, it's hilarious.
Taking the summer off, we're working hard. Teams cannot wait
I love
to
it.
deliver new games, new reveals, new news for you. So it's time to get hyped. You're gonna see today the first ever Xbox Series X gameplay from our partners around the world. Damon Baker and Sarah Bond, who lead our partnership team, have brought some of the best developers and creative teams to the table. They're going to be joined by Jeff, Katarina, and Malik.
I kind of like the look of the console, man. I think it's actually pretty.
I don't mind it. I really don't mind it.
Wondering what's going on with Xbox Game Studios? You guys have 15 creative teams now around the world. You blew us away at XO19. You blew us away at the Game Awards with Hellblade 2. We know you've got more.
Hellblade 2 does look sick. I'm very excited to see more of that when we get to.
Tell us a little more.
Thanks, Aaron, and hi, everybody. I want to start by saying that our first concern is really with the safety of our teams and, of course, their families. And that's why they are all working from home right now, whether it's in Sweden, the UK, Canada, or the US. And I've really been impressed with the ingenuity and the creativity that they've shown to get around some of the challenges of working from home and to keep production moving forward.
It's really cool to see actually studios adapting to that, though. It is really cool to see that.
We will begin unveiling gameplay from our
I think it's
starting in
very
July,
smart.
including
Okay, so they did just say July for first party stuff again.
Theory and
Yeah.
Whoa, 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 Matt, it feels like we might have left something off the list there.
Yeah, and Aaron also 343 and Halo.
I forgot Microsoft
That's
bought
right.
Double Fine
Time to
Studios.
get-
Yeah, they did.
Halo's coming, Halo
What a good
Infinite,
acquisition
you've
by
been
them.
waiting.
Yep. I can't
love
wait.
that.
I can't wait to see what Tim Schafer's working on next, dude. I can't
Xbox
friggin'
Game
wait.
Studios, we've got teams
Well, I can't
around
wait
the
for
world that are
Psychonauts 2,
working
man.
on big
I love
surprises,
Psychonauts.
Big reveals for you. I could not be more excited. I can tell you we're going to work every week between now and then to deliver for our
Just
fans.
realized I had a
But today,
freaking
we're gonna put the
semicolon in the
spotlight
title of our
on
YouTube
partners
stream.
and let them
So
shine
it's
and
staying
show
there.
you what Xbox
It's gonna be there till we're done
games
because I'm
look
not going
like.
back and fixing it.
Let's have a go.
It's a good semicolon, to be
It's
honest.
a good semicolon, yeah. Ah, Jessica's in chat. Hello. Good to see you. Every game you're about to see is being optimized for Xbox Series X.
You know, and I'm happy that's true. It'd be pretty weird if it wasn't.
Every game is optimized for Xbox One. Playism. Okay. This is new, I think.
Now this looks like gameplay footage. This doesn't look like a cinematic.
No, this is 100% gameplay footage. I'm hoping everything today is 100% gameplay, no cinematic, no cutscene, nothing. Like, there's a lot of things going on here, a lot of different elements of gameplay mechanics.
And not only that, but just kind of like the ambient weather particles that are all kind of flying by with the wind. And
Yeah, like I'm trying to see what is going to make these titles like optimized for Xbox Series X, and I think what we need to
are we
look for what? I was gonna say Forza, but no, that can't be Forza. Forza with guns! Forza with guns, Kyle! Forza with guns now! No, just kidding. I have no idea what this is. It'd be cool if they brought back, like, Driver or something.
Bright Memory Infinite.
Okay. Bright Memory Infinite. Wonder how you pronounce that studio.
Bright Memory Infinite from Playism. Created from the ground up by a single individual.
Oh, wow.
FYQD studio in China.
Okay.
Developers are using the hardware to achieve their dreams and their nightmares.
That looked interesting, dude. I don't know that I would play that, but it looked interesting.
I would definitely play it. It almost looked like just like a tech demo for the Xbox Series.
Right.
X. It was like, swords, lots of weather, jump around, water, and then a car.
To enjoy it on whichever Xbox system.
That's
you own
sick, though.
or
With
will
smart
own in the
delivery.
future.
I like that.
So,
Oh, yeah.
over the next 25 minutes, we're going to debut just a slice of the amazing next-gen games you can expect from our partners this holiday and early next year. And because we read the interwebs, everything you see here will highlight the in-game experience with actual
Good.
gameplay captured
That's
in
what we want to
engine
see.
Yep.
to give you the best sense of what to expect when Xbox Series X launches later this year. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy the following dreams being powered by Xbox.
I like how they said dreams.
Right. This is a station for play. You will switch over to Xbox this holiday season.
I hope Sony does something like the smart delivery where you could buy something on PS4 and just automatically get it on PS5 at no additional charge. It's a huge selling point.
Yeah, and I know that some companies have been kind of teasing that as a feature, you know, coming soon, that there will be free upgrades for their PS4 to PS5 games. I really hope that that becomes kind of a standard for the next year or so as we make this transition into the new generation.
Me too.
Now this just looks like a racing game.
This is Codemasters, and they do a couple different racing games.
Yeah.
I don't know which one this is yet.
Unfortunately, one I probably will not play. There's not a lot of racing games I can super get into.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Unless it's usually like Mario Kart related or Gran Turismo.
Right.
I usually skip it.
Okay.
Dirt 5. Interesting.
Yeah. And that's it. That's a huge IP. The fans of the Dirt IP are really, really, I mean, passionate about what they like, you know?
Oh, for sure. Game Pass. Okay.
This looks like Alien. Like,
This looks rad, whatever this is so far.
it looks like Alien Isolation, kind of.
Yeah.
Just in terms of the total aesthetic.
It's kind of giving me vibes of that game that never came out called Scorn. I wonder if it's something... Ooh.
I'm convinced this is Alien.
Maybe. This might be Scorn.
I'm still really convinced this is Alien. just all of the aesthetics. Look, the thing being born in the stomach.
I
the thing that
know.
comes out of the mouth.
Dude, I want to play whatever this is, though. This looks really cool. I love the, like, imagery that's being used here.
Like the Prometheus statues, even though... If this isn't Alien, they're borrowing really heavy from the mythos of that universe. I just want to say that. They're going to get a cease and desist from Ridley Scott here. Brian, you are so intelligent. Do you know that?
Scorn! Hell yes! Okay!
You know just how smart you are?
Sometimes I know I am. Dude, it looked so much, like, so similar that it had to be it.
It looked like Alien.
It did.
Gosh.
It did. But Scorn has been something that's been around for like 6 years, and I just feel like it's just been sitting there. I didn't know what it, like, I don't know. I'm glad it's finally they're doing something with it.
Each trial, each tribulation, we have overcome. Now we live in an age.
Okay, I like this so far.
I'm liking this so far as well.
We have prevailed. Thanks to her.
Dude, this looks...
So this is Star Fox, except Fox being used in terms of an attractive girl.
That's fine.
She's the Star Fox.
I love Star Fox.
Oh yeah, who doesn't?
Do a barrel
No,
roll!
Nintendo. This is how you make a modern day Star Fox game.
Wow. This looks good. A lot of darker stuff today, huh?
Yeah, right? Does that say
Chorves? Chorves. Rise is 1.
Chorves.
Chorves. From Deep Silver. Interesting. Okay. That looks really interesting.
Yeah, the name is...
I love the setup of this video, Kyle. This video is so good. This video is so good. They're just going... Obviously, we're seeing Madden. Who cares about Madden, right? It's sports.
One after another.
But they're going... I know. But they're going one after another, and I love that.
Look at this guy, man. Face of the NFL. Here he comes.
I'm here because I have a privilege of telling you this.
They should have showed PGA Tour 2K1.
I can't wait to get my hands on it.
I mean 2K21, but
I know.
I hear you. I'm
I know.
totally into that.
Me too.
Like they say, you have to know where you've been to know where you're about to go.
I hope it's actual gameplay, though, of Madden. I'm not convinced what we
This is
saw...
gonna end up winning a Thunderdome, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Dan. I'm not convinced that everything from that Dirt 5 trailer was gameplay because of the way that it was set up. So hopefully,
Yeah, probably not.
hopefully what we see on Madden here is gameplay and not like just in-engine footage.
Brady gonna try and throw on third down. He's gonna fire one deep.
Okay, work in progress gameplay.
That was
That
that was way too small of a reveal for that game. We should have had a little bit more to see there, I think.
It's about what you can feel. But here's the best news. When you buy Madden NFL 21 on Xbox One, you get it free on Xbox Series X.
if Sony doesn't do that, they're missing out on major
No, they
marketing.
really are.
Major marketing.
Ready to feel next level with EA Sports.
Because Microsoft could actually get a lot of goodwill and a lot of sales from this smart delivery thing.
And some of the companies have kind of hinted towards that's what they want to do too. Like CD
Right.
Projekt Red has said that that's
Yeah.
going to be a possibility. I would be shocked if there weren't, more kind of leaning in that direction.
Exactly. Nintendo needs to do it too. That way when you buy Ocarina of Time on Virtual Console, you don't have to buy it
For the
again
14th
and
time,
again
that'd be nice.
and again.
And publishers with our fans around something that they love, games. And boy, have they been busy. They are creating
Is that a Series
right
X
now
controller behind her?
games that are going to define the generation.
No.
Experiences that are just
Xbox
going
One.
to blow your mind away. And I am thrilled to share with you that every major publisher worldwide is developing for Xbox. And we already have hundreds of games coming to Xbox Series X in 2021. The support, it has just been tremendous, guys. I have never seen partners as excited about Xbox.
Have you been hearing
and
these
Xbox Series
these
X
conspiracy
as they
theories
are
about
right
how
now?
Bill Gates runs
So
the
why don't
world
we
now
take
and
a
he's
look
Yes.
at
trying to
some more of
he's behind the
great games
coronavirus
that
and
they
stuff?
been
I
working
have.
on.
And the vaccine that they're pushing out. I have seen that. I was actually reading about it
Wait a
last night.
second. What is this?
Everything is kind of dark and creepy today, dude. I love it.
Very, yeah.
I love it. World of Darkness? Was that the name of the game, or I wonder if that's...
No, that's got to be a studio. I mean, this is giving me like Batman vibes, but I didn't.
It's giving me
Rockstar.
BioShock vibes, or
Definitely.
like We Happy Few vibes. So I wonder...
I was thinking the Joker. I was feeling some Joker stuff there, but it doesn't seem to be that any longer.
Look at this world, though. Okay.
Everyone grab a limb.
Bye-bye now.
This looks
This
like
might be
something I would
BioShock.
play. It could be, but I...
Or Dishonor? I don't know.
No, that's Bethesda. So I don't...
Yeah.
Some heavy, Infamous vibes from this, too.
Oh, things just made a hard turn to the supernatural. Okay.
It's a mix between Dishonored, Vampire, and BioShock with, like, the gameplay elements. That's exactly what it is. We're not wrong in, like, saying
about
all these
that?
things are... Okay, Vampire.
Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2.
That looks
Alright.
cool. That looks cool. And
I
I've
think we
actually...
knew that was in development,
We did, but we'd never seen it. Yeah.
but hadn't seen anything, so that's pretty.
And that's... Vampire the Masquerade is a pretty popular IP.
Oh, really popular.
Oh, Harry. What have you done? I've traveled so very far to find you.
Very smart that they're leaning on the Xbox Game Pass smart delivery stuff today with all these titles.
Again, super smart.
Yep.
And, you know, Xbox has played this really smart over the last like 2 months, whereas Sony has been just radio silent about everything when they're the ones that started out revealing their things, you know?
Right. This is so colorful. I love this, dude.
Yeah, the aesthetic of this is great. Gosh, every instance of water we've seen so far out of every game has just been really fantastic.
That's what I've been looking at for like the differences between this gen and next gen is the water, the lighting, that kind of stuff. Because graphics aren't going to change much.
What did you find here?
This looks really
This
neat.
looks fucking like rad. That. Call of the Sea. Hell yeah, dude. That looks really cool. Her hands were webbed. That looked really cool.
Yeah. I just got a new fetish, also. So.
Lindsay's downstairs watching. Oh, great.
Just imagine the possibilities. That's all.
Contracted their entire lives away to get here. Workers or indents, slaves in all but name.
This looks like Beyond Good and Evil. Is that what it's called?
It sort of does look like that.
XCOM, maybe?
I won't let it go to waste.
Maybe? Definite?
We wish to test your abilities by giving you a special...
It's definitely something that... Maybe it's a new IP, but...
Yeah.
I feel like it's something rooted in the isometric CRPG genre or something.
Yeah, got some isometric movement going on here. Looks kind of like... Doesn't look like turn-based gameplay. Looks action gameplay.
Right.
Very cool environments, though, with a lot of kind of destructible items there. Yep, new IP. How about that?
The Ascent. Okay.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Can't get enough of isometric CRPGs.
Right.
Especially actiony ones like that. That's neat.
Techie Geek, if you're watching, let me know. I know he's a big fan of the he's a big fan of the CRPGs, so
he just did that Ric Flair meme.
Okay. See, I'm loving all the imagery that we're seeing today. Like, the imagery is so good.
Very, very.
And I really do like how everything is, like, rooted in this darkness.
See, they're playing with my heart here. Anytime you go little kids...
Whatever this is, dude, I'm so into. Whatever this is, I'm so into.
Child relationships.
That guy is you, Kyle, if you would grow your mustache back.
My mustache?
Yeah, you grow it fully back in. The medium. Okay. Okay.
Wasn't there a show called The Medium?
I believe so. Let's not lie, though. You had a pretty dapper mustache going on for a while there.
Oh, my mustache was... This guy's discount Captain America. Look at this guy.
Our next-gen psychological horror game. We're very
he looks like Chris Evans, doesn't he?
He sort of does.
In cooperation with Akira Yamaoka, the legendary composer best known for the Silent Hill.
Oh, dude! Akira Yamaoka is doing the soundtrack! Oh my god! From Silent Hill. That's what this reminds me of. It reminds me of Silent Hill.
I definitely know that now.
Okay.
You know what? I don't know how much more immersive I can take horror games. And you know I like horror games, but eventually we're going to get to the point where there's like haptic feedback. You're in a suit and like people are touching you and
great.
You're going to
touch
feel
me.
Something like anybody, please.
No, it's good.
Ooh, I like this.
Me too.
This looks kind of a Ghost in the Shell.
This is right up my alley. Bandai Namco always bringing the Japanese stuff. What is this? Until now.
I'm Yuito Sumeragi.
This one's for you.
Oh, 100%. 100%, and I'm in. Is this Code Vein? This isn't Code Vein related, is it? No.
I just wouldn't know, unfortunately.
No, it can't be. It sort of gives off those vibes, though, of the last year's Code Vein. And it is Bandai Namco, so that's why I was wondering. I love this. Astral Chain, very similar to that too. I was trying to think of like, what does this remind me of?
Style.
Yeah.
I really do like the art direction of this game, though. I think it's really neat.
Me too.
I'm a sucker for some cel-shaded graphics, though. Okay. SCARLET NEXUS is what we're dealing with here.
Dude, I am digging all the new stuff today. Like,
yeah, a lot of new stuff.
A lot of new IPs.
Yeah.
And it's just a bombardment, dude. This is so good.
Which, and to be fair, that is something that happens when new generations come out. It kind of is a fresh start for a lot of companies to try to start up a new IP, a new fandom behind something that they've, wanted to work on for a while, but now they kind of have the technology to do it.
Right.
And that's how big fandoms start a lot of the time, is from new consoles, new IPs. So
this a new age Turok?
Gosh, I hope so.
Squad-based gunplay action. I'm already tuning out in my head.
I'll play with you, Dan.
I don't know. Dinosaur stuff, though, I'm usually intrigued by, so.
Reclaim Earth. Oh, I like that.
Second Extinction. Okay.
That's a good tagline.
Yeah, good tagline. Good tagline. What is this? Oh, Yakuza, baby! Yakuza like a dragon, or Yakuza 7.
Yeah, definitely Yakuza though. You can tell almost instantly.
Oh yeah, this is the new one. This is the one that Japan just got, I think, a month or two ago. I think we're getting it this year. So.
Never played a Yakuza game.
Dude, they're so good.
That's what I hear. Dude, that was me this morning when I woke up.
You would get a huge kick out of this series, obviously being a fan of Japan.
Oh yeah, of course.
Dude, this is the one that's turn-based combat.
So are the Yakuza games all subbed? Do they not English dub them at all?
Correct.
Okay. Like a dragon.
So fucking good! I'm pumped! Ooh, nice. Okay.
いよいよこの発表ができる日が参りました。シリーズの最新作である
ヤクザライクアドラゴンを Xbox シリーズ X
That's what's exciting for you, Kyle, is you can actually play these games and not have to have the subtitles on and still understand them.
You know, and something I've been noticing from all the trailers that have been shown off so far is the developers and the artists are focusing a lot on effects.
Yes.
Ambient effects of things. And so you see there when he does those like dragon punches, those dragon kicks, and the explosions.
The fire off of his arm and that kind of stuff, yeah.
Really great looking. Lots of really cool lighting behind him.
The particle density, yeah, for sure, has been something that they're... Oh, is it over already?
Of the titles
no way. They're going to end it with Valhalla then, right?
This is just the beginning.
I sure hope
personally, I can't wait to get immersed in these amazing games.
They've been saying it all morning.
I'm going to have to live out that fantasy via custom backgrounds in Microsoft Teams. How about I try out a few now? Maybe we'll go into the world of Scarlet Nexus, or maybe I could tear up the streets in Dirt 5, or, well, here's a quick view of Phil Spencer's home office.
He's using something that automatically removes his background.
Yeah. Well, and Zoom does that now.
Yeah. Oh, does it really? Okay.
Yeah. The gameplay debut of the highly anticipated
Here we go.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla for Xbox.
Here we go, baby. God of War 2.
Thanks to all of our partners for their hard work during these difficult times, and to you at home for joining us. Stay tuned to go behind the scenes with a few of the creators of today's lineup and hear more about their thoughts on the next generation of game development. I'll see you later this summer for even more content premieres and announcements from Xbox Game Studios and our partners worldwide. Thanks so much.
Okay. This is what I've been waiting for all day, dude.
And
I've only been awake for like an hour.
Smart to save it for last, honestly.
Yep. This is hype, dude. I'm so excited for this.
Have you ever watched Vikings, the show?
Yes, I have, and I love it.
Yeah, I watched the first like 3.5 seasons, maybe 4 seasons, and now there's that new show, The Last Kingdom.
I haven't seen that yet.
On Netflix. I haven't either, but I've heard good things. People like it better than Vikings, so I need to hop into that soon.
I already love this world that they've created for this game.
It really, really does look great. Interesting that they decided to go with the like 2 different continent or 2 different country route. So you know, the features from this game that we know, part of it's going to take place in Norway, I think was part of it, which was the Night Viking
Scandinavian homeland, yeah.
Right. And then in England when they're taking over kind of the Saxon people as well. So you have those 2 countries that you can experience.
Please show more than that.
Oh man, that was just a little not enough.
Wow.
Few titles command the respect and fandom that the Assassin's Creed series has garnered, and today we get to talk about Assassin's Creed Valhalla with its creative director Ashraf Ismail, who's joining us from Montreal, Canada. Bienvenue to Inside Xbox.
Did I tell you I have a good friend who works for Ubisoft that I found out just the other day?
You did not.
Huge fan of the series.
Yeah, she's like a marketing
literally hundreds of questions to ask
employee for
but before we get
Ubisoft.
into Valhalla,
Interesting.
Did I just see new Assassin's Creed gameplay for the first time?
Yeah, absolutely. That was directly from the game in all its Viking Age glory.
Let's talk about the Viking Age, because Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Assassin's Creed Origins, these took place in antiquity. They
Still haven't played either of those because I'm a loser.
Dude, they're so good.
And this looks
Odyssey,
very different.
way better than Origins, though.
So what do you
Odyssey, like I said, it did become my favorite Assassin's Creed of all time.
I hear a lot of people complain about the size of the map in Odyssey, that it was just way too big. Or, in Origins.
Yeah, Odyssey was fucking huge too, though, man. Odyssey was really big.
And at the time, England was a Dark Age tangle of broken warring kingdoms.
I wanted to play it this year, but I decided I was going to play The Witcher 3, and I can't do both of those in the same year.
Gave us the birth of the England we know today. So players can expect to fully live the Viking fantasy in a meticulously crafted journey in an Assassin's Creed world.
Oh yeah.
All right, so let's get a little bit more into this. There was a lot to take in that clip that we saw. I saw Viking longships. I saw some very mean-looking axes. Previously, we saw a hidden blade. So let's talk about some of the key new features that you're bringing to the table with Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Yeah, so our hero, Eivor, is a Viking raider who's going to leave the snowy mountains of Norway.
Eivor also
lush, rolling hills
is customizable. You can make a male Eivor or a female Eivor.
Right, which is what they started with Odyssey.
Now, England at this time is a hostile place. So to succeed, players will go raiding, using their longships and raiding.
But it's interesting because in the marketing and lead up to Odyssey, Cassandra was like the quote unquote canon main character, like the girl. Now it's clearly the guy because he's in all the trailers.
Along with that,
like he's the canon main character this time around.
Right.
Visceral, brutal, tons of enemy variety, dual wielding weapons. We have a new, fresh.
So I probably will play as the guy this time around.
Gear and weapon systems.
It's funny because things go in trends, you know. And we had remember all the zombie games from years ago, and then we moved into
so much.
Like battle royales for
and before that it was first-person shooters.
Right.
And now it's Vikings.
We're gonna and we've gotten a couple Viking games. So far, there was the game that came out a year or two ago called Bad North. Do you remember that game?
I do.
Kind of like an island takeover.
Yeah.
Experiences we possibly can.
Tactic kind of, army management sim.
Means that we can remove some of that friction.
But I think we're going to see a lot of Vikings games
and create a game.
I'm okay with it, man.
Norway and Dark Ages England are breathtaking living worlds. So to be able to push them further,
the weather dynamics in this game, the lighting effects, I'm really loving it so far.
It's wonderful for our players, and additionally, I'm very happy to confirm that we are also offering smart delivery.
Hell yeah, dude!
There's the big words.
Purchase the game once and play it on your Xbox One and the Xbox.
It's so smart. It's so smart because it makes me want to get these third-party games on Xbox One. It does.
There has to be something similar happening to PS5, or they're gonna fall behind.
They're gonna fall behind.
Very first details on
especially
Rob says snooze fest. Sup, truck?
What's going on, buddy? With Series X being the stronger console, in terms of processing power and everything.
Right.
PlayStation really has to make that offer.
Man, I wanted to see so much more of it today. I really did.
I did too.
I wanted to see more.
I understand that there's still
of course
a lot of time left, and we'll get a lot more.
Of course.
Let's go to Malik right now with Robert
as we get towards it. So we're going back to Dirt 5 now.
Is that? I think that we're done getting new stuff, right? I think we're done getting new stuff.
It looks like it. Yeah, it looks like Valhalla was going to be the last game.
Like I actually turned it down a little bit because I'm not sure if we're going to see anything else today.
I'm doing great. Excited to dive into this. Now, Dirt 5, obviously the newest game in the series.
I mean, if they show more stuff on things we've already seen, I'm okay with that. I just don't want to see the same stuff again.
I think that's what we're going to see. I think they're going to show a lot of the same footage that we've already shown and kind of talk about it and explain it with the developers as well.
There's a couple games that we did see today that I wouldn't mind getting to see and hear a little bit more information on.
Oh, of course, yeah.
I'll turn it back up here. Yeah, Scorn.
Masquerade 2.
There you'll be able to race.
What was the webbed hands? Into the Sea, Call of the Ocean.
Call of the Sea or something like that? Yeah, Little Mermaid, yep.
We take in the favelas and Christ the Redeemer. We have tracks in Europe and Italy.
Yeah, tracks that Scorn and Hellblade will get my money.
Oh, for sure.
On both of those, man.
Absolutely. Sure. Absolutely.
And hopefully they do kind of, for everybody, I think, play the same as they have been, where these games will be released simultaneously on Windows and Series X. Because I do have a PC that would be able to run most of these games, and so I'd like to be able to play them on PC, given the opportunity, given the choice.
We also have sprint cars, which are really cool.
Could just be like Sean and not worry about PC gaming anymore and throw your PC away when the PS5 and Xbox Series X comes out.
You know, that's interesting though, is that he has been a PC gamer for so much of his life, for the majority of his life, really, except for JRPGs that he likes to play on PlayStation.
Oh, that's super cool.
And
Of course,
that he's
everyone's gonna
making
be
that
excited
switch
for
now,
more,
that
right?
he's
More
just
cars,
going to
more
go,
different types of vehicles. That's
full
pretty cool.
console. And
Right.
I understand it, you know, that he can pay $500 and get a top of the line gaming machine and not have to worry about upgrading it. Not have to worry about, oh, this piece went out, right? My RAM went bad, my CPU went bad, you know. The console is going to last, you know, with in lack of any major, you know, dysfunction or malfunction of the console.
Right.
It's going to last the entire generation. I have a launch Switch that, aside from being spiked into the ground and peed on once, still works great, you know. My
right.
All of my I have a launch Wii U behind me on this you know, hooked up to this TV behind me. I bought it launch day, still runs perfectly fine. So consoles tend to last the generation, you know, aside from any dysfunction.
And any kids getting their hands on it. PS4 might suddenly stop working, or
he says the AC Valhalla should lose the AC name and it would be better. Dude, I've been saying, you know, I feel like they see a good game coming up, a good historical game, they buy it, hire the developers, and slap AC on it.
It's smart.
It's a bad thing.
It's smart.
Do they still do the Desmond storyline? Is that still part of the AC universe? Like come into modern day and then get into the Animus?
That stuff, the modern day stuff is still there. Not Desmond anymore, though.
So okay,
it's different characters, different stuff now, but the modern day element is still there. What is Nolan North doing in Dirt 5?
That was you can hire some good voice talent. You don't need Nolan North for a racing game, for heaven's sake.
No.
That's super exciting because one, I'm excited to jump into the career, but
unless Nathan Drake is going to be behind the wheel of one of those cars, dude.
Happy about having both Troy Baker and Nolan North in the same video game, so that's going to be pretty exciting. Now, again, we're super happy that Dirt 5 is part of the reveal of the first gameplay for Xbox Series X. So let's talk about some.
I like that shirt he's wearing, the Xbox Ambassador shirt.
Xbox Series X.
It's cool, isn't it?
So, Dirt 5, you'll be able to play at 4K at 60 FPS, but there'll also be an option for 120 Hz mode. So, you know, gamers know frame rate counts.
I like these well-curated desks behind everybody just to make sure that there's an Xbox.
Right? like that one girl who just had a random controller on her dresser.
You buy it on Xbox Series X and you go over, you have an Xbox One in your house or in another room and you want to play in there, you can play Xbox One, so you'll always be playing the best version. And lastly is the fast loading. So that means that you get into the game almost instantaneously.
Now, this is what I want to see. What he's talking about right now is the fast load time.
The fast loading.
This, and I want to see it for PS5 too. I want to see somebody start the console, start a game, and get into gameplay. I want to see, you know, exactly how fast are we talking here, because that's going to be I mean,
well, they said for PS5, what, like 2 or 3 seconds or something like that? They were there
for load times.
Yeah.
Robert, thank you so much.
But
which is damn fast.
Into a game, you know?
Exactly.
When I say that, we're super excited to see Dirt 5 on Xbox Series X coming up this year. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Thanks for having me.
All right, we've already seen so many games so far, but the train's going to keep rolling, so we're going to throw it over to Katarina, who's with the Bluebird team, to talk about Medium.
Okay, this is one I wanted to see more on.
Games are a fan favorite, and the Medium promises to keep us guessing and our hearts racing. Here to tell us more about the game is Jack, game producer from the Bluebird team. Thank you so much for joining us, Jack.
Hi, hello.
Can you tell us more about this game and the Bluebird team approach to the psychological horror genre?
In our first psychological
this really is a neat aesthetic for this game.
Yes, agreed.
It's very
what can you sacrifice
weird
for
looking.
family? Can you sacrifice yourself, or you need?
I love it, dude. I fucking love it.
Fulfill yourself. And the second our game, it was Observer, and then.
Oh, they're the team that made Observer. Okay. I liked that game.
Maybe it's digitalized, or if I have robotic parts? Where is the line? Like in the body horror stuff.
I agree with you, Chuck. I think that's probably what they
and
did.
in the
I don't know
Witch,
if that is what they did, but
of
it
course,
does
there
look
was the
like that
Witch,
what they
there was
did,
the
just kind of
forest,
slap a hidden blade onto a Viking
that
game that somebody made.
everyone loves,
But,
but in the main
I mean, if
topic,
it's
in
gonna
the
be fun, it's gonna be
psychological
fun,
horror
regardless.
stuff,
Absolutely, yeah.
So for the medium, we have like 2 worlds in our game.
See,
real
that's what
world
I
and
mean. Like
spirit
when
world.
that
We
building
play
was
as a
kind of
medium.
disintegrating
You can see
away,
this
all those particle
both
effects look
realities.
so
we can
great
think
now.
like somebody can
It's
be really
smart
good
of
guy,
them to do this and then to
maybe
get
inside
Akira Yamaoka on the
snap,
soundtrack
and
because
you
so many
can
people
play as a
are
medium.
wanting something
You
like
have a
Silent
unique
Hill again right now.
perspective
So
to
for them
find
to
out
capitalize on that,
what's
super
inside
smart.
other people and or what happens in different places.
For the medium, we heard that you teamed up with legendary music composer Akira Yamaoka. Can you tell us more about that partnership and how that influenced the game?
Yeah, he's the best now, of course, for composing
so
music
good.
for Silent Hill
He's
series.
so good.
And what was most important for us, it was his work on Silent Hill 2, because Silent Hill 2,
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
for most of our team, is the best horror game ever, and it's one of our main references when we think about atmosphere in the medium, because in one way, his music is heavy, disturbing, oppressive. And in another
This
way,
game does look
it
really
can be
interesting.
nostalgic, emotional.
The fact that they're leaning so heavily into that Silent Hill stuff and like it's basically like a spiritual successor, dude, day one for me. I'm in for sure.
It makes me very intrigued in it.
Yes.
Other games.
Did we get a release date on this one? Is this
together.
holiday season or not yet?
I don't remember.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think we have an attached like window yet, but I do want it to be soon.
I'm telling you, man, the immersiveness of these horror games is really going to give me the...
Especially throughout the next gen, yeah, it's going to be insane how it like transforms.
She's a medium, and like she can cope with this, that she can go,
Okay.
or that she can see the spirit world, the second world, but she's like haunted by really one specific vision that she tried to solve, and she has some kind of a hint that the answers can be in abandoned communist vacation resort. It's like a old hotel.
Very Alan Wake.
Go there
That's what I've been trying to think of.
To,
I definitely see that.
Yeah.
Connected with this place and what dark mystery is there, and there 2 worlds came up.
But remember, this
our
is
real
also the
world,
game that started with
and our real world
a
setting
pregnant
is
woman
like
getting an ultrasound,
Poland,
right?
late 90s,
And so,
Krakow.
Yeah.
I mean,
Krakow is a very important city
it
for
seems to be
Polish
leaning into
history.
kind of a
It was
very
city of
heavy,
kings,
serious storyline
and
as
it's,
well,
of
which I
course,
think
city
is a
of
lot of
Blueberry.
fun.
We have company here. We live here. We love the city, and it's a free Poland in that time. But because in the 80s and before we lived under the regime, communist regime, and there was like no free of speech. Everything was censored. And when you play as a medium, you have this unique opportunity to see even further than normal people, because you see the spirit world. And spirit world is like...
This game has potential to be really, 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 really good.
All your
Really good.
Anger, urges, secrets are reflected there. So...
Like this could be this team's breakout title. It really could be.
Like, solve some puzzles, some mysteries.
Those environments look
survive.
really fantastic. That
Yeah, dude,
kind of
I am
dark,
so
you know,
into this.
low
I am
lit
so
lane.
into that.
Really cool.
Can really take advantage of some very immersive gameplay. What are some
Is that a
of the
companion
Xbox
cube behind her?
Series
I
X
believe
features
so.
That
Not
the
with
Bloober
no,
team
it's not a
has
heart
harnessed
though.
to make sure that you can
No,
deliver
you're right.
epic next
And it's
power
not.
with the medium.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know.
First of all,
It does look like it though.
It looks like it's yeah.
So having that powerful stuff as a foundation for our game, it's awesome, because
Truck says he
a
thought
lot
it was
of
going to
years
be
thinking
Elaine
about
Wake.
this game. But we have a problem with the
I love it.
Like everything, we thought it's too weak to fulfill
I love it.
our vision. But then Xbox Series X came up, and we thought, yeah, this is perfect match for us. And now a lot of doors were open for us to be like creative and do the game as we want it. And like the second most important stuff is the seamless gameplay, like steady FPS and no loading screens, because you have like immersive horror cinematic experience, and you have 2 worlds. You can travel between them. You can travel between the levels and the whole story.
Man, the backgrounds look so good.
And any FPS drops.
That's what gets me most about this game is the environment.
Yeah, like every time they show it, I just get closer and closer to the screen. Like I'm so pulled in.
Maybe more for the future. So
343 Guilty Spark.
Ooh, mysterious. I think I speak for all the fans when I say that I'm super excited to play the medium when it launches on the Xbox Series X. Thank you so much for joining us today, Jack.
Also, thank you.
Yeah, they're definitely not attaching any window or any. They're not saying anything to that yet.
Thank you to all of our developers from around
which
the
is
world
smart.
who pulled
Yep.
out all the stops to share this first look at Xbox Series X gameplay with all of you today. It's also great to see how many developers are taking advantage and leveraging things like smart delivery, really putting our fans first. And of course, we're doing that with all of our Xbox Game Studios titles. And as I said, we're not taking the summer off. Today is just the beginning. It's time to get hyped because in July, it's Xbox.
Okay, so
Game
July is
Studios
the next one.
World premieres,
is
reveals,
well, that's for first party games.
Yeah.
We'll see you then.
Very cool. Well, I'm not disappointed from that.
No, I actually am quite happy with some of the new IP stuff that we saw, man. Like the Medium finally getting to see Scorn, whatever that Call of the Sea game was, the BioShock looking thing. I don't know what the hell that was called, but I'm so excited for some of these things that we saw. And it really does have me hyped. Finally getting to see new information, new game announcements. I'm so excited.
Because at the end of the day, I mean, we can hear as much as we want about specs and you know, load times and what the controller looks like, but what we're going to be buying it for is games, you know, and as long as those games look good, as long as we're getting, you know, good gameplay experiences out of that,
right,
that's what we want the console for. And it looks like they're going all in, man. These third-party studios have really got it locked down.
Yeah, I put the live stream back on Scorn, man. Just looking at the imagery for this one, whew, it just some of the things that we got to see today, the lighting, the particle effects that you mentioned in, I forget which game it was that we were talking about when like the fire and the explosions were going on, but a lot of those things that we saw today were really like getting me hyped for next gen. Because like I said, graphics aren't going to look much different. It's going to be the lighting. It's going to be the particle effects. It's going to be everything that's going on. Yeah, the little things that make the game stand out even more than it does. And I'm glad we got to see some of that, like examples of that today. I'm pumped, dude. I'm ready. I'm ready for next gen. I'm ready for next gen.
Yeah, and now we do get a PlayStation video pretty soon, right? Isn't it
supposedly
like a week from today or something like that?
There's something going on with PlayStation some point this month, if rumors are to be believed. And then Jeff Keighley is doing a surprise game announcement on Tuesday next week. So this whole like summer game fest thing that he announced last week is gonna have an actual, like, a lot of things going on now. So it seems like we're finally at a point this year from May to August where we're going to just be getting a plethora of information on a bunch of new things coming for next gen. And I'm ready, dude.
Yeah, I'm ready for it. It's about time.
I'm ready. We'll dive more into this next week on the podcast. We'll talk more in depth on things that we saw. You'll be on the show next week, right? This as in we record this Saturday? Like
Yeah, I should be.
2 days?
Yep, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully you'll be there so we can talk more on this, and then we'll get Dan and Sean's thoughts on a lot of the things that we saw today. And we got a good show lined up for next Monday, so if you don't know the Max Level Podcast, tune into that every Monday on podcast services. Myself, Kyle, Sean, Dan, and sometimes Frank from leveldowngames.com. All of us do a breakfast powwow every Monday, and it's a lot of fun. But I do think that's going to be the end of this reaction video for the Inside Xbox Series X gameplay reveal. I didn't know what to title it because and I even spelled it wrong. So what was the game from Deep Silver? That one just came on again. I forget what that one was called. Was that the one with the, no, that was Chorves or whatever. That's like the Star Fox looking game. Yeah, that one just came up, and I totally forgot we even seen that today. But now that I'm seeing it again, dude, I'm pumped for that. Like, there's so many good things today. Really excited. Xbox did a good job. Xbox did a good freaking job.
Yep. Lots of fun looking stuff, honestly.
Yep. If you enjoyed the video today, drop us a comment down below. Let us know what you're excited for that you saw today. Leave us a like, and we will be back soon because we finally get to come back with new reaction videos, all these things now that we're finally getting news again. It's so exciting. We'll see you guys soon.